Hi there, my name is Richie Vitale. I have several free videos out on YouTube where the teaching for jazz improvisation is clear and concise, and I've decided to redo my personal website to make it just as clear as the which books I am selling. I have several books out now and one almost completed, and I'd like to explain them to you so it's easy to purchase the correct book for your personal needs. My first published book I wrote is called A Lyrical Approach to Jazz Improvisation, and it is the culmination of 40 years worth of teaching and lessons from people such as Woody Shaw, Art Farmer, Sal Nistico, Joe Romano, and Barry Harris. The book cover is blue, and it is mainly a theory book as it explains the art and the theory behind jazz improvisation. It also has a few bars of patterns, and the student is expected to transpose the line in the different keys himself. This book is available by going to my store tab on my page at richievitale.com. Because many of my students have asked me to transpose these patterns from this book throughout the range of their horns, I decided to write supplemental books to A Lyrical Approach to Jazz Improvisation. These are my newest books, and they are called A Lyrical Approach Supplemental Books 1 and 2. These contain no theory at all, and everything, excluding a couple of exercises in the middle and some exercises in the back of my A Lyrical Approach to Jazz Improvisation Blue Book, is written out in its entirety, and no transposition is needed for practice. Not only that, these books are available for 5 different sets of instruments, and play-alongs are provided on iReal Pro. So Book 1, which is pink and yellow, covers minor arpeggios, introducing the 2-5-1 progression, dominant arpeggios, major and minor inversions, 2-5-1s, and 2-5-1s with tritone substitutions. Book 2, which is green and pink, contains approaching the 2-5-1 minor, diminished scale exercises, major 6/diminished exercises, whole tone scale exercises, the blues scale, and the cycle of fifths, and even more cycle of fifths. These books are ideal for classroom situations as they could be played by all instruments in different keys such as the trumpet, alto and tenor saxophones, trombone, clarinet, flute, and a full rhythm section all together. The chords are written above the lines to be practiced so the teacher could have the rhythm section play the chord changes or use iReal Pro in the classroom as a play-along. To avoid confusion, I put Supplemental Book 1 and Book 2 on their own separate page on my website. They are available by pushing the Store tab on my website, richievitale.com, and underneath that, in a pull-down menu, is the Supplemental Books link. So, I would like to say that my blue book, A Lyrical Approach to Jazz Improvisation, is for the teacher that would like to understand the theory behind the supplemental books he gives to his students, or it is for the student that would like to delve further into the theory behind the patterns in the supplemental books. There are many people that just purchase the supplemental books as they are not interested in the theory involved and just like to practice the patterns. Now, I've mentioned iReal Pro a couple of times during this video. iReal Pro is an application made for computers, tablets, and smartphones upon which you could make your own play-along songs or exercises or download thousands of standards and jazz tunes to practice with. To download the app iReal Pro, upon which I've created play-alongs for all the exercises in my supplemental books, you'll want again to go to my website, richievitale.com, push on the Store tab, and underneath that you'll see a link that reads, Download iReal Pro. And all the instructions are there for download in their entirety. I also have a relatively new book, which is orange, called Modern Patterns and Warm-Ups for Jazz, right next to my theory book, A Lyrical Approach to Jazz Improvisation. Modern Patterns and Warm-Ups for Jazz contains cool pentatonic tritone, dominant sharp 11, diminished whole tone, triad pair, and atonal exercises and motifs, and shows you how I practice them and practical approaches for use in actual live soloing. This is a unique idea, as the patterns in this book could be used partially or whole in songs as you solo. To purchase my Modern Patterns and Warm-Ups for Jazz book, simply press the Store tab on my website. I am currently working on a brand new book called Modern Patterns and Warm-Ups for Jazz Part 2. When this is done, it will be on my store page along with my blue, A Lyrical Approach to Jazz Improvisation, and orange, Modern Patterns and Warm-Ups for Jazz. This is brand new material that I've just started to practice, as I believe to grow as a musician you have to continue practicing new ideas. I want to thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my page for updates on my newest jazz videos.